So our journey today has taken us to Italy, and more specifically than Italy, we're in the northern region of Italy, the most north region of Italy. More specifically than that, we're in Trento Alto Adige. More specifically than that, you can see behind me is the town of Trento, and we're in Trentino. Very, very special place. The massive mountains behind me that are just so beautiful create this wonderful cool air that comes through and keeps the grapes nice and cool and adds great crisp acidity. The grapes that you'll find mostly here are Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, Merlot. You also have the German influences of the Rieslings and the Müller-Thurgau, but it's really Pinot Grigio that has made this region so popular and so famous. The style of wine here has a lot to do with the altitude of where we're at. Those mountains behind me are close to 7,000 feet high, and this is just the beginning of the Alps, the northern Alps in Italy. And the style of wine comes through the cool wind that comes through here and the major changes in temperature you have. Right now, we're at the end of May. It's a sunny, warm day, probably around 75, 80 degrees. However, tonight it'll drop down to closer to 40, 45, 50 degrees. So you get these very big changes in temperature which allow the vine to really shut down and go to sleep at night, and in the day wake up and get a lot of photosynthesis and a great fruit in the vines. The soil here is made up of volcanic soil. You also have calcaric soil, and what that does is it adds wonderful minerality to the fruit, but it also gives you great flavors of apple and pear, and you get a very wonderful, full-bodied, well-structured Pinot Grigio. This place is unique, again, because of its terroir. Most of the vines here are down in the valley floor, but you can see a lot of them are on benchlands where we stand right now, the foot of the mountains. And what this does is it allows great drainage, you get great concentration in the fruit. This is a special, special place with great Pinot Grigio.